Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 3, Episode 159. It is Monday morning, on my way to work. I have a meeting starting in a few minutes. And I did not go to the casino this morning because I didn't wake up early enough to have the time to go. But let's see, look at our schedule here for the day and see how many times we can get there. Looks like our schedule is pretty light, so I'll definitely be able to go for at least an hour or so in the middle of the day, and then probably in the afternoon as well. So all that is good. I'll get caught up on everything that I need to know and get my work caught up, and everything should be good. Last night was decent. I made the money I wanted to make. It's a shame that at the end of the session things kind of went a little bit badly, but overall had a good night, and it was nice to be back on the road again. There was something else I wanted to talk about, and I forgot what that was. Anyway, 61 degrees this morning. Looks like almost clear skies, just a few clouds way off in the distance. And starting off our new week here. So I'm going to let you go right now, and I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. So right now it is almost lunchtime. I am leaving the office and heading to the casino. I'm going to get a short session in. This morning we got some bad news that maybe another family member very close to us may be passing away in the next day or so. So I'm going to have to deal with that. So right now I've got multiple very important meetings in the next couple days, like 3 of them that I can't miss. I've got kids getting ready to start school, and we would have to go out of town for the funeral, and it may be, I don't know how long it's going to be before the funeral. So I think what we're going to do, we're waiting right now to see what the hospital is saying, but what I may do is send my wife there and then just have her hop on a flight tonight and head over there and be with the family until we know exactly what's going on, so the kids aren't missing any school time, and then just kind of take it one step at a time. So tough situation. What are you going to do? That's, we don't decide this stuff, but so right now I am heading out. I already told my manager that I informed him of the situation, so he has an idea of what's going on, and as soon as I know something else, I'll update him and then figure out when we're working from home, working from the office, traveling, not traveling, all that stuff. So right now I'm going to head to this casino, see if I can get a short session in, make a little bit of money, and then I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I'm back. So I go into that place. I'm watching my phone the whole time in case I'm getting an important phone call. I can be ready for it, and walk around through there, and it's pretty cleaned out. There really isn't much in there. I make a couple small plays and just looking for anything that's possible, and just hard to find anything right now. Then I go get some food, my free food for the week, and then go back and look at a couple other slots while I'm waiting for the food to be made. I did get a call that this person right now is in a CT scan to see what's going on. We'll just leave it at that. And so for now, everything is on hold until probably tomorrow before we make a decision to go there or not. And definitely going to be a busy day today and a busy day tomorrow already, but we'll hope for the best. As far as the casino, I ended up just playing probably 3 or 4 small plays, not much really, and I ended up ahead $93. So that's something at least. But it was really hard for me to find anything. And I saw my friend in there, the Asian lady that went with me on the trip one time. She was in there, and this guy, I don't know, I recognize his face, but I don't know how well or how long it's been since I know him, or how well I knew him a long time ago. I know we used to play poker together, but man, he looks pretty young, but I feel like it's been 20 years or more since we played poker. So yeah, so we'll talk to him. He was sitting with her. I don't know what the deal is there, but she's rapid firing this slot at, I don't know what it was, $6 a spin or something, while she's talking to him. And she's like, hey, where are you going on Wednesday? I said, well, you know, I might be going here or here. And she's like, maybe I want to go with you. Let me know. I'm like, okay, we'll see. So anyway, I just left the casino and heading back to the office. It is 82 degrees outside, partly cloudy, beautiful day, and I'll be back to update you when I have more. All right, guys, I am back. All right, so I was heading toward the office and decided not to. I had a team meeting at 2 o'clock, and I just told my boss, look, we're going through some stuff right now, and I'm not going to be able to make the meeting. I'm available if you need me to do something, but I told him I'd be heading home, and I decided to go to the poker club. So got to the poker club around 1 o'clock or so, 1-ish, 1:20, something like that, and bought in for $300. Bounced around between whatever, $200 and $300 for a long time. Finally lost that. Bought in for another $300. So I was involved for a total of $600, and that's all I really needed for the rest of the time that I was there. They had a promotion that was the first 3 people to get a flush for the day get $100. And I should have had the second one. There was a $100 pot going. I had a straight draw and a flush draw, and I bet $10 on like a $100 pot, and everybody folded. And the dealer said, do you want to know what the next one would have been? And I said, sure. And it would have been a flush, so I would have gotten the second flush of the day. Now, the weird thing is, the club opens at noon, and it took until 3:30 for 3 flushes to come out. There were only 2 tables going, but still, that is crazy. Only 3 flushes in 3.5 hours. But I did end up getting the third one, so either way, I would have had 1, so that all worked out. I had a lot of heartbreakers, specifically toward the end there. I was making a run toward the finish line there, and just trying to get back to even, make a little bit of money maybe. And I had a hand, well, there was one hand where I had pocket aces, and someone raised, someone else called, everybody else folded, and I just called. I didn't re-raise, and I ended up getting caught and losing like $70 on that one. There's another one where I had 2 pair, and the board turned a flush draw and rivered the flush. There were 2 other people in the hand. One guy makes it 40. The other guy makes it, I forget, 120, 130, something like that. And I ended up folding. And the river gave one guy trips and the other guy a flush. So it was a good fold by me. Let me see what else. There was another big hand. What was that one? Yeah, I can't recall the other one, but it was a similar situation where the river gave two other people a better hand, and I was in the lead the whole way, and it was like runner for them to catch me, and so I can't believe I forgot it already. It was only 20 minutes ago. But overall, I ended up down as much as 400, 450, somewhere in there. And I won like a hand early on and didn't win another hand for an hour and a half. But I still found a way to come out ahead. Only $7, but I had $7. After all, that was pretty good. And right now I am heading home. And so far this audio in this segment was 4 minutes and 20 seconds long, and the time is 4:20. Again, poker 4:20. You know, I think part of it is the reason it's always around 4:20 when I leave there is because they have a free hand that they do at 4 o'clock, and a lot of people leave right after 4 o'clock, and that's probably by the time I finish up and get to my car, because I want to get home by 5 or 5:30, that it's always around that time. But overall, didn't have that much fun. It was pretty boring folding 90% of the hands. I really didn't have a lot of hands that I actively played. I did bluff a couple hands and I won small pots. Other than that, there really wasn't much happening. Yeah, that was it. Right now there's a 2-5 table going and a 1-2 table going, but not really that much action going on right now. So interesting thing is the average size of someone's stack at my table is about 700 or 800, and the average pot right now is about $30. It's very low for the amount of money. Everyone's playing so deep, and just, you know, I didn't see any hands that were run twice. Nothing like that. No pots were split, but very little action. So anyway, right now I'm heading toward home, and going to be figuring out what we're going to do tomorrow. Most likely the wife is going to fly out of town tomorrow, and I will stay home with the kids. I don't know what this is going to do to my week. Tomorrow morning, 2 meetings before 9 o'clock, then I'm supposed to be in the office. I'll probably stay home, and then, because I got to take her to the airport too, so I don't know how we're going to make this work. And then Wednesday is supposed to be a travel day and a meeting when I get back. Thursday and Friday are supposed to be travel days. I don't know what's going to happen because the kids are starting school and the wife's not going to be in town, so it's all up in the air right now. It might be another dead week where I can't get any action in, but that's just life. So anyway, right now I'm going to let you go, head toward home, and I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back. It is Tuesday morning, and things have gotten a lot more complicated. So we have a family member, I might have just taken the wrong exit here, a family member that's not doing well, and I just took my wife to the airport. It's 8 o'clock, and she's going to go out there, and most likely, the way things are going, probably in the next day or two, they will pass, and we will be making plans to go out there as a family for the funeral. Now, the only thing is, if the funeral is during the week, I will probably go out and leave the kids here and look for someone to help me take care of the kids while I'm gone, and I'll fly out and fly back, or drive out and drive back as fast as I can for that. So that's a big deal, but what that does is it totally messes with all the schedules. So last night, before going to sleep around 11 o'clock, I got an alert from work that the person who was on call did not answer the alert. So it came to the next person, which was me, and there was some trouble with some systems. The CPUs were running really high and network traffic was really high, and I was able to isolate the problem and fix it, and we created an incident ticket for it, and we'll be looking more into that this morning. So that's one thing going on. Today I dropped off my wife. Now I'm heading home. As soon as I get home, on the way home now, I'm going to have to take care of my work stuff, and then as soon as I get home, pick up one of my kids and take them to the doctor, and then get back home again. I'll have some meetings, and then we've got multiple practices to go to tonight, and some shoes that need to be picked up from the Nike store for one of my kids, which is right here by the airport, which is an hour away from home. So it's going to be a crazy back and forth day. I'm going to try to squeeze in some gambling in here somehow, but it's going to be crazy. Tomorrow is the first day of school, and that means I have to get kids on the bus at 6:45 and 8:45, and tomorrow is a travel day for me. But if I can't leave home till 8:45, then I'm not getting back home till like 7 or 8 p.m. at the earliest, and that's a big problem because you want to be there for your kids when they leave, you want to be there when they get home, and I don't know how I'm going to make that work. Same with Thursday, same with Friday, and we've got all kinds. Looking at the schedule right here that she left for me, tons of games and meetings, and tomorrow night I actually have a meeting also in person that I need to be back for. So it's going to be a huge mess the next 3 days, and then even Saturday, if we're still in town, there's 3 games and practices, so I'll have to navigate through all that. So right now, I'm heading home and gonna just get caught up with my work stuff, and then I'll come back and update you, let you know what's going on. All right, guys, I am back. It is now 1:30 p.m., almost 1:30, and I just got back home. After the airport, I took my daughter to the doctor, went to the Nike store, got some shoes, went to Dick's, got some backpacks, went to the post office, dropped off an Amazon return, went to UPS, dropped off an Amazon return, stopped and got food, came home, fed the family, and my one kid needed a ride to a practice. My other kid already had a ride. Got that all straightened out. Everybody is in order. Costco came by, picked up my chairs, which I'll tell you about. And right now I am heading out to a casino. I also have a meeting starting in about an hour or so, maybe just under an hour. So I'll have to look at that and get that taken care of, and just go from there. So right now we're heading off to try to make some money at the casino. Regarding the chairs that Costco picked up, they have a policy where you can return anything anytime. So I bought 2 recliners from there, one for myself and one for my wife, and we had some problems with them. This was about 2 years ago that we had a problem with them. We had owned them for about a year, and so Costco came by and picked them up 2 years ago. In November would be 2 years, and they gave us a refund. Well, I used the refund to buy 2 new ones, and that was, like I said, 2 Novembers ago, so almost 2 years ago. And now the other day when I was opening up my recliner, it's an electric thing, it jammed up, it wouldn't move. So I went to their website, went to my orders, clicked on return, returned them. They came by and picked them up today, and I'll get a full refund again, and I'll use that to buy 2 more. So just a little thing there. I'm not doing it to steal from them or anything like that, but I feel like furniture should last more than a year or 2, and so they give me the opportunity to return it. I'm going to do that. So sometime today I will have to pick out 2 new ones and have them deliver those, and we'll see what happens with those. I got home and the kids were cleaning up, which is nice. Can't complain about that. And right now I am stuck in traffic about a quarter mile from my house. They're working on the road here, and just waiting to get through this, but we're gonna go play some slots, hopefully make a few $100, and we're getting ready for tomorrow's trip. I don't know how that's gonna work out. We'll think about it later, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back. So yeah, I did end up going, and I had one session at the casino, slot casino. I was there for a very long time, almost a couple hours, and just never really made any money. Was stuck in a rut the whole time. Played a couple high denomination plays and couldn't get anywhere. There was one I was playing that was like $18 a spin, and when I got to that machine, I was down. At that point, I was down like almost 1,000 before sitting down there, and I put 2,100 in the machine, and actually ended up making a little bit of money, and ended up still losing overall. It's just nothing that I could do, you know. And I saw some guy in there I'd never seen before, real tall guy. I don't know where he's from, but he's not familiar to me. But I saw that he was checking things too, and I spent time in there. I looked around. I did everything I possibly could, and just couldn't find a place. So I ended up leaving down $70 after being down as much as almost 3,000. But doesn't mean that I'm happy that I made most of it back. Still terrible session. I ran almost $25,000 through the machines. So, and you know what? I mean, I get the same amount of free play from this place no matter what. It's a very low amount, and even running that much through, I doubt will even make a difference at all. I think they're on like a 3-month rolling average, and it's going to make very little difference. So I didn't do myself any kind of favors at all. So, all right, so right now it's about 4 o'clock. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, so if you hear this and you don't see anything from me for a while, you'll understand. Our family member is not doing well. It could be any time that they pass, and then we'll have to figure out what we're going to do. Tomorrow is the first day of school. The last bus doesn't leave till 8:45 in the morning. No way I can leave and be back in time for my 6:30 or 6 o'clock meeting. No chance at all for that. So I either have to not be there when the kids leave. Their mother's been there every first and the last day of school since they were in preschool. And they've taken a picture on the first day of school and the last day of school. I'm going to try to take a picture of them tomorrow, and I'm going to try to see if the younger one who gets picked up later can be put on the bus by our neighbor. That's about all I can really do. And then maybe I'll have a shot at being able to go somewhere and do something, but I have a feeling that this is going to happen tonight, and I'll have to make a decision about whether or not I'm driving or flying out, taking the whole family, or going by myself, and having to notify work when I'm not going to be able to be at the office. So that's what's happening right now, and I'm not in the office today because I told them this was going on. They're letting me work from home, but everything's still up in the air. So maybe I'll do an episode tomorrow, maybe not. For sure it's not going to be an overnight, and I'll get you more information when I can. So sorry about that. For now, I'm going to let you go. If you have any questions or comments, the email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.